Well, hello, good morning everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you're doing fantastic out there. In this video today, I have another offering from Firemaple that I'm really excited about. This is a 2-in-1 unit. Now this item can be used as a stove or also as a heater. Now it's designed to be used in ventilated areas. So if you're around a tent or camping or something like that, make sure you got some ventilation. So this is the Firemaple Sunflower. Let's take a closer look. I think you're really gonna like this one. So I want to say thank you right off the bat to Firemaple for sending this sunflower camping stove out for review. This is a wind-proof burner. So if you're out in windy environments, this is going to be very easy to use in those types of environments. Now here is a parts breakdown. So you got everything numbered so that if you're curious about any particular item or what number is what, you can look right here and correspond the number to what part you're looking at. So I think that's very cool that they put that right on the side of the box. That's what the unit looks like. Here is the other side of the package. Infrared radiation, stable combustion. This is so cool. Heating and warming, double function, simple and convenient maintenance, suitable for harsh environments. Wow, that is crazy. Now the current retail price at the time of me filming this video, this is around $89. So here you can see that it's made out of aluminum alloy, stainless steel. There's some copper and then there's some ceramic on there. They do give you the dimensions unfolded as well as folded. There's the weight of the unit. And then it puts out 6,141 BTUs. That's 1.8 kilowatts. Now they say that this unit is useful for expeditions or trekking, but I don't know why you wouldn't be able to take this out on a camp. Now when I open the package, you can see that just like all the other Firemaple products that I've reviewed in the past, it comes packaged very well. Now the first thing that I'm seeing is this nice hard case. This is really nice. I like that they put this stove in this protective case. It's got the logo on it, Firemaple, and it's just fantastic. Now the first thing that we see is the user manual, your mobile kitchen. There's a look at this sunflower gas camping stove. And this is a lot of pictures and stuff like that, but I'm going to go through this fairly quickly. We've already kind of touched on some of that stuff. And how to repair. Basically talking about cleaning the ceramic element, I believe. And then useful for outdoors only. Again, I mentioned earlier that this is something that you need good ventilation in, just like any other device that's going to be running isopropyl fuel canisters, which is what this runs on, these type of canisters. So opening this up and taking it out of the package here of the protective case, which is really nice. I like that case a lot. So you have a little grate that goes on here, and as you can see, this grate can come off. I like this. This is not only an area where you would set your pot or pan, but you could actually cook like a hot dog or something on here if you wanted to. Very nice looking construction. So right here we're seeing the ceramic element. This is really cool. There's those 4 screws that lets you take this apart. The fuel line comes in right here, and it's a really nice flexible line. And then you have this little tag right here, just like previous items that I've reviewed from Firemaple. They have this little tag on them. Gives you a lot of information about the unit. And then if we flip it over, we'll see what the other side of this says. And they stress outdoor only. In other words, ventilation. They don't want to see any carbon monoxide poisoning to their customers. I mean, this thing comes packaged very well. You can see very clearly that it's packaged really nicely. I like that flexible fuel line. So you got those 4 screws like I mentioned, and then on the bottom you've got a series of legs, and you also have a 1/4-20 tripod mount. So you could mount this on a tripod. If you're going to use it as a heater, they recommend that you bring this arm out and set this unit at about 30 degrees, they say. So you could also set it like this, and if you're going to use it as a stove, you can set it like that and get it up off of the surface of whatever it's sitting on. So very cool. It's really nice. I like the construction of this. Everything that I'm seeing right now is like stainless steel, and everything's built really good, very solid feeling unit. I mean, everything just feels super solid. And I love that they give you the option to mount this to a standard tripod. Right here, it says, hot surface, do not touch while in use or within 5 minutes of turning it off. So that says basically that they recommend letting it cool down for 5 minutes. This is just really cool. These legs are super effective. I like the way they sit there. And then you can set your grate right on top. It's got the 4 little holes that lines up. It just snaps into place, just like that. And you can see that the grate sits on the head of these screws. This is a well thought out design. Look at that. So the weight distribution of your pots or pans or whatever you're going to set on there is buried in these screws. That's really cool construction. And there's a closer look at the valve itself. Very nice construction. This is all like aluminum, very nice. I like that. That is very clear, easy to read. You just turn that up and down. Very nice Lindell connection. The boil times for half of a liter of water. So that's 16 ounces. They say that that'll boil in about 3.5 minutes, but I'm gonna boil 1 liter of water. So I'm gonna be a little bit more extreme on my boil test on this unit. So let's go ahead and take our fuel canister. We'll make sure that this valve is off. We'll connect our fuel canister here. And then from here, we're gonna go ahead and light this unit and prepare for a boil test. We'll turn this on until we hear the gas. There we go, and then we'll light. And I can feel the heat already. That is super cool. Very easy. Look at that grate already getting hot. That is nuts. Look at that. That is crazy. You could totally cook on that. We're gonna just let that ceramic element get nice and hot. And while it's doing its thing, I'm gonna get my pot ready for 1 liter boil. Okay, there's my timer. We're gonna start over our timer. Clear that. This is 32 ounces of room temperature water. So we're just gonna put that in the pot here. And as you can see, I'm using just a standard 2-quart Cuisinart stainless steel pot. Let's go ahead and set it on there. And we will start the time. We'll let this thing come up to a rolling boil. Probably gonna take about 7 minutes or more, I'm guessing. So there we are at the 7-minute mark, and as you can see, we have a soft boil I want a heavy rolling boil, so I'm going to let this go just a little bit longer. I want to get a nice heavy rolling boil. So I think we're pretty good now. 7.5 minutes. That's not bad for 1 liter of water. Now, I know that there's somebody out there that's probably going to say, well, you could have boiled the water a lot faster if you would have just covered it. And that's true. You're 100% right about that. So let's go ahead and take this valve and let's turn this down and see if we have some flame control. We do. Very nice. I got it down to a simmer. Very cool. And then if we want to crank it back up, we just crank it back up. Let me give you a view of the burner so you can see what the burner looks like. It's pretty cool what it's doing down there. So right now the water is at a heavy rolling boil, and I'm just going to turn this flame down a little bit. You can see that that ceramic is lit up very, very orange, and as I reduce the fuel, you'll see that it'll reduce the heat on that ceramic element. Now they call that the heat accumulation plate, is what they call that ceramic. And when you take those 4 screws off, that is the part that you can replace if it gets broken or damaged or something like that. But you can see how we have kind of got rid of the orange flames. I mean, there's still heat coming out of there, but when I kick it back up, look, it doesn't take much time to get back to orange. Very cool what that does. So now that we've reached a heavy rolling boil, let's show what it looks like if we wanted to use it as a heater. You could just prop it just like that, and it gives you that angle so you could use it like a heater. Something like this. Then you could use it as a heater. Gives you the perfect angle, just like that. And boy, that thing puts out a lot of heat. I can feel it. And then of course we can turn it down. It's variable. I really like this unit. Very cool. It's performing well. You can stick it back up and use it as a stove. And even on like a low heat, you could probably cook a hot dog or something on there, no problem. Now when you're finished using this unit, it's extremely simple. All we're gonna do to shut it down is just turn this valve all the way off. We'll let the stove die down. We'll wait at least 5 minutes. That'll allow everything to cool. And then we can pack the thing up and go on our business. Well folks, that's all I have for you today on this video, taking a look at the Firemaple Sunflower 2-in-1 stove/heater combination. I think it's awesome. Firemaple has been a cool company to work with. I like their products. Their products seem to be very well thought out and built very solid. I like what they're doing. I like the ability to use it as a heater, just like this, or as a cooktop like I showed in the video. 7.5 minutes to boil 1 liter of water is a little bit long, but let's not forget that this thing's only cranking out 6,100 BTUs. So 7.5 minutes for that low of a BTU of a unit is actually very impressive. I like that this unit is very quiet. And I think because of the lower BTUs, it's probably going to be very fuel efficient. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in this stove, I'll put a link in the description box down below. Please do me this favor, thumb up this video and share it if you want. Those types of things help me continue to bring excellent content like this to you guys every single day. So I hope that you guys have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.